Hi, welcome back. We're going to pick up where we left off last time. We have our character in Construct 3, and we have some movement in the event sheet. We have different keyboard keys that direct the movement of our character. They flip to face the direction that they're moving. They can move left, right, up, and down. What we're going to add today is to make it animate, so that as the character is moving, the run animation plays. The first thing I'm going to have you guys do is open up your running animation in Piskel. So let's go to Import in Piskel. Let's browse Piskel files, and let's find the running animation that you've created for your character. Here's mine. We're going to export this. Click on the export button. And what I'd recommend is to set it to whatever scale you used for your standing sprite. Now remember mine, I did 512, 4x scale. Whatever you did for your last one, you want to set it to the same number. Now, if you don't remember, you might have to go back and check. I can help you with that in class. You want to find the right number. And then you're going to make sure GIF is selected. And you're going to click download. I'm going to click save there. And now we have our running animation as a GIF. It's going to be the right size. It's going to be an animated GIF. And we can carry that straight over into Construct. Let me show you how I can add animations to a character. In Construct, I want to have the layout selected. I'm going to double click on my character. If you look up in the top right corner of this window, this is where all of our different animations will be. What I recommend doing is changing the names of your animations so that they describe what the character is doing. Like right now, this guy's just standing here. So I'm going to call it, instead of animation 1, I'm just going to call it standing. And now I'm going to add a new animation. So I'm going to right click anywhere in the white space and click add animation. I'm going to call this one running. To change the name of something, you just have to kind of click on it once, or you can right click on it and click on rename. Either way works. So we have a standing animation, and this is where we're going to put our running animation. Now to put the running animation in, we have to go over to the top left where we see that little folder icon. It says load images from files. Click on that. And you want to find where your running animation is exported. It should be a GIF. Find it. Goblin Run is what I called mine. It's in my documents. And I click open, and there's my running animation. So now I have a standing animation and a running animation. You can see all the different frames of our running animation here. Now there's a couple things we have to change about this. Number one is you want to click on running, and you want to see the animation properties down below here. The first thing I want to do is make sure that loop is clicked, because the idea is that as the character runs, he's going to keep running in a continual loop as long as the character is moving, right? So loop is a good thing to have checked here. For the standing, it didn't matter, because the standing is just standing still, right? But for running, we want to have loop clicked. You also might want to adjust the speed of your animation. You can check to see how fast your animation plays by right-clicking on the name of the animation and clicking preview. And you'll see here, mine's kind of slow. It depends on how many frames you used for the animation. I'm going to turn mine up. I'm going to set my speed to 12. Yours might look good at 5. So just kind of use your own judgment. Decide what speed looks good for your animation. Good. Once you have loop clicked and the speed correct, go ahead and close it. And now we have 2 animations in this character. What I'm going to do now is go back over to my event sheet. What I'm going to do is have it so whenever my player is pressing down a key on the keyboard, the animation will play. So if you remember, on the left here is where we have all of our keyboard commands, right? D, A, W, S. Yours might be up, down, left, right, arrows, whatever you used. And for each one, we can add actions that happen when the player presses that key. So let's start with the D. Key D is down. Right now I have it set to move at 8 pixels and I have it set to not mirrored. I'm going to add a new action. I'm going to go to my main character and I'm going to set their animation. Set animation means like start playing one of their animations. Double click on that. And here you have to enter in the name of your animation, which is why I had you guys change the names to something you would recognize. Now they make it easy. If you start typing in the quotation mark, just start by hitting quotation marks on your keyboard. A little list pops up of all your animations. What we're going to do is we're going to set it to running. So double click on running and click done. So now when the keyboard D is down, the animation of running will play. Let's try it out. So I move to the right and he starts to animate. Perfect. Now the only thing that's wrong is he doesn't stop running, right? We have to make it so that when the player lets go of the direction key, the key on the keyboard, the animation goes back to the standing animation. Let me show you how to do that. We're going to add a new event. And this event's going to be with a keyboard. And instead of doing key is down, we're going to do on key released, which means when the player lets go of that key. And let's start with our D key, or the right, whatever you're using for the right movement. I'm using the D. And then click OK. Click Done. And for this one, we're going to add an action with our main character, and we're going to set the animation just back to their standing animation. So what we want to do is start by typing in the quotation mark, and you'll see a list of all your different animations. I'm going to go back to standing and click Done. So when the key is down, the animation of running is playing. When the key is let go, the animation standing is playing. Let's press play and test it out. Perfect. Now we have to do the same thing for the left and the up and the down as well. Let's go to left. Let's do the A key. I'm going to go back to when my A key is down. I'm going to add a new action. I'm going to take my main character. I'm going to set the animation, start typing in the quotation mark, and select running. Done. Now I'm going to add a new event when the A key is released. So go to my keyboard, on key released, click to choose whatever key you're using for the left movement, and click Done. Add action, main character, set the animation to standing. Same thing we did with the D, we just did it with the A now, so that the character is running when their A key is down. When the A key is released, they're standing. Running, I let go of my D key, goes to standing, press down my A, it's running, let go of the A key, he's standing. Great. Now we have to add the same thing for the up and down keys too. So I'm going to go to W, add an action, main character, set the animation, running, add an event, keyboard, when the key is released, add action, main character, standing. Let's do the S too. Add action, main character, set animation, running, add event, keyboard, on key released. I'm going to use the down, S, main character, set animation, standing. So now for each key, it sets the animation while it's down to running, and when the key is released, it sets it to standing. Perfect. Now, if yours doesn't look correct, like maybe your character changes size or jumps around the screen, I can help you with that. Usually that just means that when you exported your character, you might have exported them at different sizes. That's an easy fix. We just have to go back into Piskel and re-export them at the same scale. If your character doesn't move, check your event sheet. It should look like this. Great. We'll leave it there for now. In the next video, we'll take a look at how we can make our character shoot a projectile.